Hi everybody. So many of you have emailed me and commented, where is Bernie Sanders? So I've decided I'm going to do a video about him. What's happening in the heavens that's causing so much chaos and so much polarization right now with the US elections? What I'm seeing is that it's everything to do with this mutable cross that's coming up in June. We've got the new moon on the 4th of June in Gemini. I've just put a video up about that. But we've got a mutable cross here. We've got Jupiter in Virgo, Neptune Pisces, Sun, and on the new moon day, Venus in Gemini, and of course Saturn here in Sagittarius, making up what's known as a mutable cross. These are the mutable signs: Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius and Gemini. And what this can bring about is chaos. Total chaos. Unexpected results, unexpected possibilities, events. And of course it's really rather unexpected that Bernie Sanders now is fighting on. Who would have thought it? And let's look at his chart to see why. And also see what kind of a person lies behind the chart. One of the things that I've resisted about doing his chart is that his time is rather unreliable. We're not sure. We're told that he's born on September 8th, 41 at 12:27 in Brooklyn Heights, which would give him a Scorpio ascendant. But I'm just going to rather not include the houses so much because we're not sure. But I am going to include the placements of his planets and a guess at where the moon is. And my guess is that his moon is conjunct Mars in Aries. So he's a fighter. He's somebody who really just, Aries is the warrior. And guess what? Uranus is in Aries right now. Uranus exactly activating his Mars. Uranus in Aries saying, come on Bernie, let's go, let's move, let's fight on. That's exactly what he's doing. His progressed Sun has just gone into Sagittarius, another fire sign. A lot of fire going on around Bernie. And what's his advertising campaign? Feel the burn. Play on words, again, fire. For 30 years he's had his progressed Sun in Scorpio. It's just gone into Sagittarius. And this progressed Sun is exactly opposite his natal Uranus. Again, Uranus shaking up the establishment, shaking up the status quo. His Uranus here in Gemini in the chart. Doesn't matter where it is house-wise. I'm trying not to include that because if we get into the houses and the time is wrong, then things can be very inaccurate. This should be rather accurate, or at least hopefully resonate with you. So Uranus very active in his chart, and Uranus is retrograding to be going over his moon in Aries. So although he has Venus in Libra, notice he has Mars in rulership in Aries and Venus in rulership in Libra, but they're opposite in his chart. So he's got a real sense of wanting to bring balance, of wanting to bring harmony. And I wouldn't be surprised if he feels that internally for his own life. How can I bring balance? How can I bring harmony? He's always probably spent a lifetime trying to bring that into his personal life and also now in the professional life, because Venus leads the planets, if you like. It leads all the rest of them. So this Venus in Libra makes him very charismatic. He's also got Mercury in Libra. So he appeals to a very wide audience. And he's extremely intelligent. He's got that Sun Virgo, and he's able to play with words in the most beautiful way. I mean, even People who are attracted to him are attracted to his sense of going it alone. He doesn't mind now if he has to go it alone, he will. And he wants to break the establishment apart. What's been established, he wants to break apart. And there's a big pull to that from the people right now. Because the people, millions of people, in my view, are sick and tired of choosing between the worst of two candidates. They look at what's out there and they say, I mean, this was for me in England so many years. It used to be, well, who do you vote for? Yes, I mean, if there's that and that. So what Bernie is doing now is he's coming up with an alternative for people. So there's a huge pull for that. There's a huge pull with all this Uranus energy around him. Let's shake everything up. Is he going to win? I really don't want to get into that, quite honestly, because, yes, I came up with something around Hillary and Donald, if it comes to those two. Again, we can't tell, there's too many wild cards floating in the mix. And as I said in my last video, somebody can have the best aspects for becoming president, and history shows us that they didn't become the president. If he is Scorpio rising, then Saturn is going to be square to his Sun on election day. Neptune would be at the bottom of the chart, indicating possibly not winning or losing something. But the big thing about this election date is that the Moon and Neptune are together in Pisces. Pisces. Pisces, confusingly, confusion. Moon and Neptune together in Pisces indicates confusion, disappointment, deceptions, betrayals, lies, things not exactly as they seem. So I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of this energy is around at the time of the close of the elections on November the 8th. So that's what I'm seeing about Bernie. And that's why I think that he's a catalyst now, in a way, of bringing this anger out. Mars in Aries is angry. Uranus hitting Mars in Aries is doubly angry. And it's affecting his Moon in Aries, so it's affecting his sense of justice. This Venus in Libra opposite Mars, a sense of equality and fairness. But let's now take a step back and look at the fact that whoever gets in, be it Hillary, Donald or Bernie, and I'd appreciate comments about this, do you really think that they are going to be able to radically, drastically change our economic systems, our social systems, everything, to bring about a compassionate, caring world, rather than continuing to go out to create missiles and bombs and fighting one another? Is that going to stop, no matter who gets in? That would be my question. Jupiter in Libra coming up. We are moving, hopefully, towards a more peaceful world. But in the movement towards that, we've got all this Aries, mad Uranus in Aries, angry energy at the breaking out of the old structures. This, to me, is what Bernie represents. In my true Libran spirit, I hope you all now feel that in fairness, I've addressed Bernie as well. Do comment, do share. I want to hear from you, whatever it is. And yes, I know there are some vicious comments, and that's okay. It's okay, Uranus is in Aries, there's all this mutable energy. We are shaking things up. It's good. Unless the establishment gets shaken up, nothing new can come through.